what about air pressure? We'll try a bike pump, or a plunger, or something pulled over the hole. Oh, hello world! I didn't see you there. Welcome to Identified with me, Skip Truth. And if I look glowing, thank you, I am, thanks to my new line of lychee nut cold butter creams. My guest today is Elliscope, the core contributor to one of the largest DeFi protocols on the SWE network. It's called Navi Protocol, and if you're new to the blockchain, don't worry, when I'm done, that sentence will all make sense. Welcome to the show, Elliscope. We're glad to have you here.
Hello, Skip. Very pleasure to be here as well today.
Now, when we say Navi Protocol is one of the biggest on SWE, what kind of numbers are we talking about? Are we talking numbers, or are we just talking adjectives?
When we're talking about numbers, Navi, we have been serving the over around 500 million in terms of USD value of cryptocurrency exchange, and have went through 6 billions of lending and borrowing volumes, and served over 1 million users over the past 1 year since launch.
Million?
That's a lot.
It's still in a very baby phase, but we're very excited for how we can add more zeros to those numbers down the road with the growth of network.
So what about you? What's the plot twist in your life story that brought you here to blockchain land? Was it destiny, happy accidents, or really just persuasive memes?
There are two versions, I would say, like absolutely as someone in their late 20s, blockchain is a hype word for kids and young grads, which we always embrace to new technology.
Unbelievable technology.
I was first brought to the space because I was really curious. I was reading Bitcoin papers when 2015, when I was intern at Disney at a New York City coffee shop and learning about Bitcoin. I was utilizing my company's computer to mine a few Bitcoins back in the days.
The perfect crime.
So it was just a curiosity towards a new tech and this mysterious blockchain technology. But the real investment, in terms of my personal career, that blends where I would call it the personal interest merge and with the skill set, with the understanding, really happened at the 2021 year, of which at the time, coming from a very international background, I grew up in a developing country in Asia and then moved to US for college, stayed there for a decade. And those international experience help me to understand what is the difference between different countries in terms of economic and currency, which went to school in US was quite pricey back in days. And those kind of international experience help me to really echo and synergize what kind of world this blockchain technology is able to serve and build. So I feel much more ready to take this new venture, which is starting my own protocol, Navi Protocol. We are very fortunate to be so far the largest bank in terms of business, sitting on top of the most scalable SWE network.
We're going to take a little break and hear from our sponsor. Wait, we have sponsors? We'll be right back.
Presenting Psychos. Have breakfast in the shower with the cereal preferred by platinum blondes all over the planet. Tastes so good you'll have a hard time deciding whether to drink the milk or watch it swirl down the drain. It's even better with a tinge of blood in the milk. They're great crunchy, but even better soggy. That's right, choosy mother chooses psychos.
Welcome back to the show. So let's be real, crypto kind of has a bad rap. A lot of people are scared of it. Some people even think it's scammy. And others have gone to witches for protection spells. Well, at least I bet they have. What do you say to someone who thinks that's all sus?
Maybe 5 years ago, it is indeed a casino games. People bought up crypto and was never able to leverage and utilize in the real life. For example, pay for a pizza. But now, looking forward with the Trump getting elected as president, variety of factors coming to play, I do start to feel like this industry has a tremendous bright future going forward.
So what's the deal with Web3 and SWE? Are they peanut butter and jelly?
Web3 definitely means the whole concept where a lot of things is building on this new philosophy. And SWE is just like the most scalable network that is developed by the best in language, newly in like created language, fully to serve this purpose. So the real world example I would pick is usually, Web3 is like this new car industry And Sui is like the Tesla of the new car, which is electrical and built on this most scalable and secure language, which is called Move language. So just how this Tesla gradually overtakes the whole car industry, push it towards the electrical car industry, I do believe Sui Network, which is co-founded by the ex-Facebook, super talented Silicon Valley guys. Is able to really revolutionize this blockchain and Web3 space.
So if someone wanted to be the next you, what would you tell them other than maybe get your own personality and stop being so annoying? It's annoying when you mimic me like that. Oh, sorry. What advice would you give them?
So number one is I would just say be proud of yourself, be proud of your past experience. And don't feel shy when Web3 people are throwing a few jargons you never heard of it and get scared away and feel like, oh my God, I feel like missing out so much in life. I think be proud of what you had before and bring those past experiences in life to this world. I think this is number one. Number two is just like how individuals usually grow within any kind of industry. I think it's really important once you enter the industry to find a mentor.
Your father wanted you to have this when you were old enough. What is it?
Or someone you envision yourself to be in the upcoming 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. The thing with Web3 is it's a fast growing industry, so things might be quite chaotic. But what I also have a situational mentor and specific goal and specific friend group is really important to keep within your growth cycle.
We're going to take a break for a minute so we can see what's cooking in the toaster. Smells like burnt toast.
Hey, what do you say? Sir Toastopher Burningham here. I'm your crumb commander sitting in the bottom of the bread browner. Hey, ever notice how munchies are like crypto coin? Every crunchy chip is a mini token of delicious decentralization. Each bite is a transaction on the crunch chain. Each chip is a... Wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's time for Toast Talk. Let's see what's on the minds of our fans out there. You're on the air.
Hey, Toasty, what's the best way to explain Web3 to my grandma?
Oh man, I love my Nana. She can make you a snack in less than 2 minutes and you know that shit's gonna be dope. So listen, tell her it's like Facebook, but instead of Farmville, she like owns the whole farm and the tractor and possibly a small country. Hey, thanks for calling. Now let's get back to some groovy grooves and vibey vibes. Later.
Welcome back. It's time for the wild card question. Here we go. If you had to name a pet after the last thing you ate, what would it be?
Sea bass. I had sea bass today. I also had like a Chinese date today, like DATE. It's kind of fruit. Yeah, it would be kind of weird to call your pet my date,
Yeah, when that gets into a whole thing.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to play no thinky, just answers. I'm going to give you two things, and I don't want you to think about it. Just say the first thing that comes to your mind. Are you ready?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm ready.
Glitter or confetti?
Confetti,
Tacos or nachos?
nachos,
Cupcake or muffin?
muffin,
Dinosaur or dragon?
dragon,
Waffles or pancakes?
waffles,
Hamster or guinea pig?
hamster.
Really? I would have thought guinea pig. Of course, I have many guinea pigs. All right, here we go. Would you rather is our next game. Same kind of thing. I'm going to ask you two questions, and I want you to pick one. Here we go. Always feel like you're falling, or always feel like you're late.
Feel falling.
Yeah. Eat a sandwich without bread, or pizza without cheese. Ugh.
Sandwich without bread.
Live in a house made of jello, or a tree house with no walls.
Treehouse.
Okay, this is the last one. It's important. Age 1 year every time you sneeze, or stay the same age, but never sleep again.
Age 1 year every time I sneeze.
Me too. Okay.
Sweet.
Last question of our interview. I want you to predict the future. So, in 100 years, what animals will humans have mastered riding or sport?
I think
Personally, I think it's whales, but we have to grow gills first before we can do that.
I think it's some birds, some kind of gigantic birds like Yeah, like human rideable birds. I can't come up with the name right now.
Well, if Jurassic Park comes true, then it'll be pterodactyls, which is going to be really scary, but really awesome. I like it.
Very exciting. Yeah.
Whoa, I want to be you when I grow up. So hopefully, me following you around and taking notes on how to impersonate you isn't going to be too creepy. We'll just leave it here. Thanks again for joining us today, Elliscope, on Identified. Get ready to dazzle your eyes with our identified portraits. Meet the singular Elliscope, a masterpiece that says, yes, I am amazing and worthy of hanging out in your metaverse kitchen. Prep your retinas because here's Elliscope Identified.
Welcome to Moments of Truth.
They say money can't buy happiness, but once I bought a piñata full of chocolate bars. I broke it open by myself, and I ate all of them, and it was the happiest moment of my life. It's time for I Wonder Wheel of Fortune. Our magic wheel spins and delivers the answer to a question I will reveal once it's landed. Okay, here we go. And the answer is blockchain gang. And the question is, what do you call a group of tech bros in leather jackets? That's our show for today. Thanks for joining us here on Identified with Skip Truth. I'm your host, Skip Truth. And remember, kids, drugs are bad. Unless you're planning to go to a concert where everybody...